Okay. This meeting of the CDC is called to order. Roll call.
Yes. Hold on, just let me record the time. Okay, Sherry Boye is absent. James Ellis,
Present.
Stephen Ehrman is absent. Madeline Fleury,
Here.
Justice Martin, Archie McKee,
Here.
and Nate Manette is absent. Also present, Jeremy
Agenda.
Evans, Maria Bourgeois, and Russ Kenyon.
Very good. Are there any changes to be made to the agenda for this meeting? Hearing none, we'll move on to public comment. Public comment. There being none, we'll now move on to approval of the previous minutes for the October 18th meeting of 2022.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion by Justice to approve minutes of the October 18th meeting.
Second.
Archie, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Moving on now to bills and communications. None. Committee reports, none. Treasurer's report,
Nothing new.
okay. Very good. It is the same report as was made to the previous two parts of our IDA. So we'll move on from there into our old and unfinished business.
No, we gotta accept the treasurer's report.
I'll make the motion to accept the treasurer's report.
Motion by Justice to accept the treasurer's report. Second,
Second.
second, Archie.
Thank you.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Old and unfinished business,
None.
none. New business, resolution 2022-07 to amend the investment policy. It is the same as we did for the previous two parts of our IDA. That being the case,
So
go ahead. Moved by Archie. Second. Second,
I'll second it.
second by Justice. Are there any questions that you may want to ask about 2022-07 to amend the investment policy for the CDC?
I'll just comment real quick. One of the things that I'm trying to do with the CDC is we have very limited funds. Not sure when the next project will come around. I do plan on investing what funds we do have. It'll generate probably a couple $100 a year to help offset some of the smaller expenses that we get. So that's why this was added to the agenda for the CDC as well.
Very good. Thank you, Paul. Hearing that discussion there from Paul, anything else? If not, we'll assume we're ready for a roll call vote on 2022-07 to amend the investment policy for the CDC.
Okay, 2022-07, adopting investment policy. Sherry Boye is absent. James Ellis,
Yes,
Stephen Ehrman is absent. Madeline Fleury,
Yes.
Justice Martin,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
Yes.
Nate Manette is absent. The resolution is adopted.
thank you, Maria. Thank you, everybody. Now, consideration of resolution 2022-08, the modification of recognized expenses. I did see that in the packet.
Let me comment, Jeremy.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
yeah, we'll get a motion on the floor, Paul.
Okay.
Let's go ahead.
Okay.
Get a motion on the floor to accept resolution 2022-08.
So moved.
Moved by Archie, second.
I'll second.
Justice. Madeline, I'm sorry. Okay, we're open for discussion. Go ahead, Paul.
So again, as I stated just a few moments ago, that we have very limited cash in the account. Not sure when the next project's going to come along that would replenish it. It seems in conversation with our auditor, right now, we have to pay insurance for our directors and officers coverage and audit expense. Since there's really no exposure existing, because there's no activity in the CDC, I've recommended that we drop the expenditure for the audit down to $750. Now, it doesn't mean the cost goes away. Get probably redistributed to the IDA and the EDC. I felt $750 was sufficient for them to the labor involved in drafting a management letter, which is very standard for the CDC because there's no activity. Similarly, our directors and officers coverage, again, because we don't have any active engagements, the D&O exposure on the CDC is significantly less than what it is for the other agencies. So we will be paying more of the D&O coverage from the EDC and the IDA and lowering the premium contribution from the CDC down to $250. Again, this is all in an effort to slow down how much our expenses are, because I think right now, I don't have the sheet in front of me. I think we have a little over 7,000 in cash. If we left it at the expenditure rates that were previously being used, we would burn that cash up in just over 2 years, 2 to 3 years. This slows it down. We'll get about 6 to 7 years timeline on the cash that's in the account, with the hopes that, we'll have another engagement in CDC at some point in the near future or mid future.
Very good. So, any questions? If not, we'll consider resolution 2022-8, modification of recognized expenses. Motion having been made and seconded, and we will now do the roll call. Maria?
Okay, 2022-8, modification of recognized expenses. Sherry Boye is absent. James Ellis,
Yes.
Stephen Erman is absent. Madeline Fleury,
Yes.
did you say no?
No, yes, I said yes. I approve.
Justice Martin,
Yes.
Archie McKee,
I approve also.
and Nate Manette is absent. Resolution is adopted.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Anything further to come before the CDC? If not, a resolution to adjourn is in order. The next meeting being January 11th.
I'll make
Motion
the
to adjourn.
Adjourn.
By Madeline.
Madeline,
Yep, I got it.
What
Second.
time is that meeting?
Probably the same time. Usually it's 1 o'clock, Archie.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Second? Justice?
Second.
Got it. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye,
Now, who's going to be at the meeting tomorrow?
I am.
I'm coming.
Archie?
Hey, look forward to it.
Yeah, you gotta be there. How about, I didn't hear, Madeline, are you coming?
Yes, I'm planning on it.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try to be there, but if the weather's crappy in the morning, I think I may just bag out.
It's at 10, right?
Yeah.
Yes, 10 o'clock, the 4th floor.
Right next door.